We got a Lamborghini Huracan. Wow. And this isn't just a regular Lamborghini Huracan. This is a twin turbo Lamborghini Huracan. Wow. This is crazy. And you used to have a Porsche too, you got rid of.
Yeah.
So, what today's video is about is he's gonna pretty much, here's the owner, Fadi. So,
what up, YouTube?
First thing first, go subscribe to his channel. First link in the description, okay? This guy's just like me, he loves racing. Like most of his channel, it's racing.
Oh yeah.
So just like how I do it, he loves racing, and I mean, he has probably one of the fastest street cars out here, and reliable too, which cost a lot of money to do that.
Yeah.
So that's what we're gonna do. Where he's basically gonna, you know, turn it on. We're gonna bring it outside. I'm gonna show you guys around the car. Man, it's dark in here. And then he's gonna talk about his build because it is fully built. We'll bring it out and then we'll talk about it. So here's the Huracan, and here is the owner, Fadi, and we're pretty much gonna ask him a few questions about the car because this car isn't just a regular Huracan. I know it looks pretty stock, but there's a lot of money invested in this car. So he's pretty much gonna walk us through all the things that he's done to this car. And if you guys remember, I don't know how good your memory is, this is the car that, you know, Street Speed raced in his McLaren, and
different car now.
It's a way faster car now, and I'll show you guys some videos of it racing.
This is a 2015 Huracan. It's the all-wheel drive model, LP610-4. So it started out as a bolt-on kit, so meaning the motor wasn't built.
Before we get in that, when did you buy this car?
I bought this car over 3 years ago, and this is the first car I've ever owned that has surpassed the 3-year mark of ownership. That's how much I love this car. It's awesome.
And you also had a car way faster than this before, right? Didn't you have a UGR?
I had an underground car, a white one, and that car made 2,000 plus horsepower. But at that power level, man, things just break. It doesn't matter who the tuner is. It doesn't matter, you know, if it's underground, if it's Dallas Performance. It doesn't matter. When you make that kind of power, things start to go south real quick, and I wasn't about that. So
And then you decided to get something more reliable, you would say?
Yeah, I got this car. I kept it stock for like maybe, I don't know, about 3 months maybe.
Oh, only 3 months.
Like, oh man, this thing, because you know I come from a background of pretty quick cars, and it just kind of felt too slow for me.
Right, from 2,000 horsepower to stock.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So I got a bolt-on kit on it, a twin turbo bolt-on kit, and it was really fast. You know, we really pushed the car. It made it made like 800 and something horsepower on pump gas, and it made 1,100 wheel horsepower on race gas.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Okay, so that was before.
That was before.
Now it's different.
So basically what happened is I had it, I drove it, I beat the crap out of it. You guys can see all that stuff on the channel. And then it started smoking, unfortunately. So because we were pushing it way too much for the stock motor. So at that point I was like, you know what, we gotta build it. So now I built it, and now it makes a lot more horsepower.
So yeah, so it's a built motor, and you have a built clutch in there?
Yep. So it's, the clutch is the 18 plate, fully built clutch, you know, built clutch cover and baskets and cage, all that stuff is built. Right. So it's a built clutch, built motor, and yeah, it scoots. It's fast.
So now you can turn it up while it be, you know, safe.
Now I can turn it up now. So now we're running about 19 pounds of boost on the car, and on 19 pounds on race gas, MS109, it made 1,254 wheel horsepower. But we kept the torque down low. We made about, I think if my memory serves me right, like 740 or 750 or something like that torque.
Let's do a quick walk around now of the car. So it's in green, obviously. Here's the wheels. These are the stock wheels.
Yeah, these are the stock wheels, stock suspension. I mean, aesthetically, the car is basically stock. I don't want to mess with the suspension, even though I'm very tempted because I don't like the wheel gap that you see here. But
would that mess with your traction, maybe? No.
I mean, just messing with the suspension geometry, I'm worried that it would mess with the suspension, with the traction and whatever else. You know, and the drag. I don't know how it's going to affect the overall car. I mean, the car came from the factory this way for a reason, so I'm just worried to mess with that. Yeah. So these are the intercoolers. That's what you're looking at here.
Right.
This is a water to air setup. All the Lambos are water to air setup. So you got the intercoolers here. You got the turbos right here. See that? You got one right here. And you got one right there. You see the blank inside them.
Yeah. I know you had a picture. I'll throw it up here without the bumper.
Yeah.
What do you think about rocking that without like the bumper look? I think that's like so scary for people to see. You know what I'm saying? Like if you see that, you're not gonna race it, but do you like it more low-key probably?
Yeah, man. I mean, with the bumper off, it's cool for pictures and stuff.
Right.
To go out and like run around with that. I mean, the car already gets stupid attention as it is, especially here in Michigan.
Right.
To have the bumper off, it would be insane, dude. It'd be too crazy. Yeah. So I tend to keep the bumper on when I'm out driving the car.
Okay, guys. Now let's go in there and see how it rides. All right, let's get in there. Look at that. Too fancy for, I'm too used to Dodges. Alright, so here we got Alcantara pretty much everywhere. Green stitching to match with the color of the car. Let's get in here. Whew. So here's basically how you turn it on, obviously, and you click it.
Wow. Yeah, and I'll show you something pretty cool too. Let me put it in park. So if you look at the dash, so I changed my maps with this little knob right here. See the knob right here? Right here. So look at the dash right now. We're on map setting 2. Now it went to 3. Then it goes to 4.
So that's like your tune, right?
4, yeah. 4 is my highest race gas map, and then bring it down to 3. That's my low race gas map, and then bring it down to 2. There's 2. That's my pump gas map.
And you're on pump gas right now.
Yep.
How do you put it in reverse?
So reverse.
Just like that.
Just click it up. And then you have this backup camera that has a resolution of 1940s.
Let me see it. Oh,
there you go.
Oh my God, what the f is going on?
Yeah.
I can't believe. Is the new ones any different?
No, dude, they're terrible.
Oh my God, I don't think they want you to go in reverse.
You pay $280,000 for a car and you get a resolution back from the sitcom with 1960s. It's crazy.
Oh, it looks like the Tom and Jerry type of resolution. That's so funny.
Mirrors out. So there's the mirrors.
Obviously, there's nothing back here.
Dude, when it comes to cargo space, like any kind of space for this car, it's terrible. There's nothing. There's absolutely no space in this car.
It's also super loud.
Yeah,
so how do you put it in drive?
So it's already in drive. You just click the paddle right here.
You just click the
click the paddle. And then I always put it in manual mode, because if I put it in auto mode, it always, like by the time you go 50 miles an hour, you're in 7th gear already. You know what I'm saying?
So you can't really do
it. So I always put it in manual mode. That way I shift it whenever I want to shift it.
Everything is right here.
Yeah.
And you can hear everything.
Yeah, it's real loud. And like when you get to about 3,000, 3,500 RPMs on the highway, it drones too.
Really?
But then as soon as you get past a certain RPM, you're good.
So you don't have any exhaust on here, no?
Well, it's just a turbo exhaust. It's straight back.
Okay.
No cats.
No cats on.
No.
So that's like kind of what drones mostly.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, most built Lambos don't have any cats and just straight pipe. But this thing is loud.
It must annoy the out of you. I mean, how do you even hear music in here?
That's my music right there.
That's your music.
That's my music.
So let's talk a little bit about the interior. Right here, is there a radio in here?
There is a radio, and I hardly ever use it
because it sounds like
like that. I just love to listen to it, even though it's really loud.
it to the gas station and he's pumping some gas in there. But I just want to mention the amount of attention this thing gets is ridiculous. I mean, I've had cars that are wrapped, but everybody stares at this. Everybody knows what this is. They know it's a Lambo, and they know they want to own it at one point in their life. And this is my dream car as much as it is for a lot of people out there. So it was such an experience just being in this car, and it's just so sick. It's crazy. It definitely puts a smile on your face. So he put the car in Corsa mode, so it's, what changes?
So basically, Corsa mode, it stiffens up the suspension, it firms up the shifts, and then I also took traction control off in case
it obviously gets louder, right?
No, actually it doesn't get louder. No, it's just suspension and shifting.
Alright, let's do it. Oh my god! Holy wow! It feels like it's about to like take off the ground.
No, it doesn't stop. The pull doesn't stop through the whole entire RPM range. It does not stop. It just keeps on pulling. It's crazy.
Wow. Guys, this thing is crazy. Crazy. It's just the fact that it keeps pulling. That's what's nuts about it. It just keeps pulling. Doesn't stop. I want to feel it when it's
Turned up.
turned up. I don't know if I'm gonna handle recording. I need to be holding to, you know, one thing this doesn't have, it doesn't have like something you can hold. Is it just this?
Yeah, there's no bar.
Yeah, I think you need this for sure. I'm not gonna record if we do the 1200 pull because it's nuts.
And the thing about it is, like, this car, when you make, it doesn't require a lot of power to feel so fast.
Because it's light,
you know what I mean? Like, doesn't that feel like really fast?
It felt like stupid fast.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe because I'm in the passenger seat. I've never been in a passenger seat of a stupid fast car besides your Porsche, but you didn't really go on it.
Right.
I'm usually never the passenger seat.
Right.
But one thing I like about this is just it doesn't stop pulling. So I don't think we're ever gonna stop. Like, I'm like, oh, the guy's gonna take it, so God knows when. And that's kind of, it just keeps going. Yep. And that's what's so impressive about it. And I've never also been in a turbo car.
Oh, it's your first time in a turbo car?
I mean, like the McLaren.
Okay.
But nothing like pushing it like crazy.
Yeah.
And something this fast.
Yeah, yeah.
Usually it's always been, you know, supercharged cars.
Dude, on race gas, you feel like you want to pass out. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
You get pushed back so the blood rushes right straight to out of your head and into everywhere else. It's crazy.
If you're not used to, you might pass out for real.
I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
I'm not
because it does suck you in your seat. I'm like this, like just getting sucked into the seat, and that's why you don't need seatbelts.
Yeah.
Because you're getting sucked into the seat. It's like you're not moving anywhere.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's nuts, guys. It's nuts.